How one person can operate or two people can work together to refuel. Park the truck, walk to the operation box and open it. Turn on the two switches. Observe the 4-position 3-way valve point sign to the left and the other side of the 4-position 3-way valve point sign to align with yourself, and then check whether the pipeline valve is closed. Open the submarine valve switch and the oil will flow out successfully. Then close the operation box, go to the other side and board the cab. Start the truck. Step on the clutch. Do not put the gear. Open the power takeoff switch. Slowly release the clutch and get out of the truck. Walk to the fuel dispenser operation box to open, then turn on the power. Pick up the oil gun. Hear a beep. Press and hold the lower right corner of the fuel gauge box. Press and hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Let go. And you can use the oil gun normally. There are two ways to use the oil output of the overflow meter and the overflow meter. How to use without a flow meter. Take out the long hose in the barrel, hold both sides of the hose head and align it with the oil outlet pipe. Note, there needs to be a gasket net inside to prevent air leakage. Fasten it, and use tools to assist if necessary. At this time you can throw the hose into the oil pool, then open the oil outlet. Observe whether the point sign of the 4-position 3-way valve is aligned with the oil inlet on the left, and whether the point sign of the 4-position 3-way valve on the other side is aligned with itself. Open the submarine valve, and the pressurized oil suction state can be completed. How to use it via the flow meter. Take out the long hose in the barrel, hold both sides of the hose head and align it with the oil inlet pipeline. Lock it, open the oil inlet, close the oil outlet. Observe whether the 4-position 3-way valve point sign is aligned with yourself, and whether the other side of the 4-position 3-way valve point sign is aligned to the left. Open the submarine valve, get on the truck and step on the clutch, open the power takeoff, and you can get oil through the flow meter. This is the main valve which needs to be opened all the time, and the submarine valve is subject to its control. If it is not open, the submarine valve cannot be used. Switching method. Off, press, on, turn 45 to the right and release again. Open the bottom-mounted operation box, turn off the two small switches of the fuel dispenser. Open the submarine valve switch, poke the oil discharge valve on the pipe. Open the oil discharge valve switch. Note, the use of the oil discharge valve switch, that is, break it out. Poke the oil and gas recovery valve, poke the anti-overflow valve, and you can refuel. Use the key to align with the side hole, insert, then twist to the bottom left, lift the buckle, press and hold the buckle. You can lift the lid and refuel. Close the lid and repeat in reverse. Master key. Door opening, starting, fuel tank opening. Smallest key. Sleeve switch, medium key. Open European standard gate, the last 4. Open the left and right operation boxes in the document bag. The key to open the door of the fuel dispenser. The key to the price of the oil meter. Instruction manual. All items on board are stored in the backrest of the middle seat. Note how to open it. That is, press and hold the side button. First, remove the filter tee of the pipeline. There is a spring and a filter in it. Open it for cleaning and install it back as it is after cleaning. If it is still very slow, remove the right filter pump, remove the upper screws, clean and install it back.